everyone, and welcome back. All right, we have another referral partner here with us. We have Matt. Now, Matt does something pretty freaking cool. You guys are really going to enjoy it. I do have to say, I think everybody's been hearing the buzzwords around AI and things like that, but Matt uses it in a very strategic way to show you how to do really cool shit as you're running your business and as you're doing your job. So, we're going to dig a little bit more into that. But, Matt, it is so great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Suzanne. Very excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Now remember, everybody, you gotta stick around at the end because Matt's gonna be giving you guys an amazing free gift. You gotta stick around to get access to that keyword. So stick around to the end of the conversation and you'll get access to that free gift. So Matt, tell us, what are you doing inside of AI that's kind of turning AI on its ear?
Yeah, great question. So there, AI is the buzzword. It's used so often that right now that people don't really know what it means anymore because it's just part of the conversation. I've always been, both my parents were human resources their whole careers, so I see the world through the lens of people. And when you apply AI, and I've always been my knack, my go-to or my calling card has always been connecting technologies to people and companies so they can get the most value from those technologies. Because I care about the people getting the benefit. So what happens here with AI is AI itself is not about AI replacing people. It's about AI empowering people to become superhuman coaches, consultants, employees, whatever they happen to be. So the way I do that, it's all about practicing. It's all about educating and inspiring and empowering the people in the companies to get the most benefit that they can from AI, which comes into practice.
I love that. I love that. And when we were talking the first time, I thought it was so cool how you're just like, he's like, well, I'm just gonna show people how to be productive. I'm like, fuck yes, bro. We love this. I mean, but most people wouldn't think of utilizing AI in that kind of a way. So like, what was the idea that sparked here that made you got decide that this was the path you wanted to be on?
Yeah, I've always been very service oriented, Suzanne. So I come out of the change management world, like 30 plus years with corporate, and I've done a lot with entrepreneurs and companies with leaders and teams and organizations and helping them really become higher performing, right? So to
Mhm.
do that, you're always bringing tools to the table. I've done agile, I've done, digital transformations with companies and all these buzzwords and things like that. 20 years ago, everyone was getting on the internet and doing websites and all these things. But now it's AI. So the question, what I care about is helping people transform and becoming stronger, faster, better, less stressed, work less hours, get more done. So how do you do that? How do you apply AI? And what people don't know is AI is way smarter than humans already. It's way more powerful than we can ever possibly tap. I don't care if you're using AI all day, every day. Most people aren't. But if you are, you can still use it more effectively. It's a continuous improvement magic pill, but it's not an easy button, right? You have to get in and practice. You have to learn the skill and apply it. So for me, what was the big changing point for me is when I saw AI coming, when it really hit back in late 2022, when people started talking about it, I experimented with it. I practiced with it because I'm not about education for the sake of checking a box or training or learning something just to learn it. I'm always about how does that apply? And if I'm, and that's how I've been through my whole career. How do you apply it? So bottom line is AI is an incredibly powerful tool, but there's a million different ways to use it. Most people are using it just a little bit, but they also don't know how to do it. So when I'm working with a group of people or a training session or whatever we're doing with a corporate client or individual coaches, consultants, etc., we work with all these folks in our company. I put it into a very simple, practical, highly customized engagement program where we go through workshops together and I show you a little bit and then you go do it alongside with me. And it's all real time via Zoom. Okay, now how did that work? And it's all customized. Everything you're doing is customized to your role, your company, what you're doing and what matters to you. Because I don't want you to learn AI for the sake of learning it. I want you to learn it to make a difference to transform you into being like, wow, I can do twice as much this week than I could possibly do a week before with this just these two new techniques, right?
That's amazing. And honestly, like new techniques is something that we always need to learn how to perfect the things that we do. Because a lot of times you'll get into routines, and when you're in those routines, it's like you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again because that's what you're used to. Sometimes changing up the routine helps with productivity in its own, doesn't it?
100%, 100%. And most people, we all have, and I'm sure there's a lot of high performing people listening to this and watching this and viewing it. And as high performers, we're all out there like, all right, how can we do more? How can we serve more? How can we do better for our clients, for our partners, and everything that we're doing? AI is an amazing way to do that, but you have to practice and plan. There's no one right way to do it because your company is different than my company, right? So the way we apply AI will be different than the way you apply AI. And the only way we figure that out is by practicing and experimenting. Well, that experiment didn't work too well, but it's all focused on like what results are we getting after? As an example, one of the companies I worked with last year, 65 professionals went through my program and they went through it together. So we had a custom program just built for them. But we did 2 hours a week for 4 weeks in a row. And there were people non-technical, technical, all different backgrounds in that. And going through that, we were able to, because we're focused on results, like what matters to you and how do we track the results that are going to matter to you. And by the end of the 4 weeks, again, only 2 hours a week for 8 hours total, they were coming back and saying, wow, I'm now saving 5 hours a week. I'm saving 8 hours a week. Or between me and my team, we're saving 20 hours a week, or we've improved our quality. All these different things are happening. But what matters to me is that we can track it so you can say, oh, wow, this is worth my investment because I want to see people get an ROI. And we guarantee a 10 times ROI of their time and money investment in working with us at all that they're going to get over the course of a year. And
I love that.
some individuals and companies are getting over 20 times ROI because AI is just so powerful. Once you figure out the niche that works well for you and you start using it, so it's a lot of fun. I love seeing the transformation. It literally, brings me to tears to see what a number of individuals can do once they sort of turn on and they hit the aha moment and they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is amazing." A woman just this week was saying that I was responsible for her being up all night because I showed her a new technique and she just literally went after it. And she's in the coaching consulting world. And she loves it. It's helping her save. I think she said she did a week's worth of work just in one night because of
Wow.
some of the stuff that we had worked through in the program because it applied well to her. That particular technique strategy applied well to her business.
That's amazing. And I love that. It's everything being customized is so critical. I mean, everything that we do with our clients, it's the same thing. Everything is fully customized. There's no cookie cutter crap. And that's another reason why I love what it is that you're doing because you're coming at it from a completely different angle. You're not just looking at it from an aspect of, oh, I'm going to do this. Well, sure, like this will work for everybody. There's not one thing on the fucking planet that's designed to work for everybody. There's not one thing. Like every single person is different, every business is different, and it has to be a completely unique thing, especially when you're coming into talking about strategy. So, I love that you are really digging into that piece to say, like, this really does have to be unique to the person and unique to the business and unique to the role. Um, because that is just so incredibly important. So, like the question that I'm going to have on this one is when AI over the years has changed, right? And granted, we haven't been in an AI age for very long right now, but where do you feel like AI is going when it comes to business experiences?
Yeah, great question. When it comes to business experiences, you mean in the purpose of like the business owner and like how they can best work with AI and things like this and just how it relates to business? It's
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's moving really fast, and that's why for me, all the work that we do with our communities and with our clients, it's all about staying engaged with people. Because I'm a long-term relationship person. I don't want to just say, "Oh, great, we gave you some help, and now we're going to head off, and you go, good luck." You know this now, so you're on your own. It's more about being along with them for the ride. And I say that to answer your question, is that AI is going to keep changing. It's already on an exponential curve. It's already smarter than both of us put together and when you know how to
Mhm.
use it right. So if you can have something that's smarter than all of us put together, how can you use that in your company to accelerate and move really fast? So the way you win, the currency of success in AI is your time and your commitment to invest your time and energy in it and learn from that experience. We call it fast feedback loops in the agile and change management world. Sometimes you want the fast feedback loops. You try something and you move. So to answer your question about how it's going to affect business, it's going to keep changing in the way that it affects business. So right now it's a major accelerator to what you want to do. So the first thing that anyone watching this needs to do is get very clear, what do you want out of this like next 6 months, 12 months? What are you trying to achieve? Whatever your goal is for your business. Like get very clear on that. I know that's something that you work a lot well with your clients. But once you're clear on what you want, I would say double it or triple it or 5x it. Just and do a thought exercise and then say, okay, if I were to apply AI, can AI get me to a 5x or 10x version of what I thought was possible this year? And then you do that thought experiment and then you're applying AI to it because AI has so much more power than anybody is able to assimilate. So once you know what you want to do with your clients, and you say, okay, I want to do instead of $500,000 this year, I want to do $2 million this year in
Mhm.
revenue. And instead of doing this for the client, I'd rather give twice as good service for the client. So figure out what that looks like, and then work with AI. And there's a lot of ways to do that, but you work with AI to actually deliver that and more without putting more time in, without stressing yourself out more, right? So there's a lot there, but the bottom line is the future is going very, very fast. It's like a
Yeah.
fast moving river that's outside our windows, and it's going so fast you can't even see the speed of the water. That's what
Mhm.
AI is. So you want to be
Yeah.
able to start getting in there and just ride the rapids right down and come out on the other side.
I love that. I love that. So I do have another question because I think this one's going to be really relevant for a lot of people that are going to be listening. A lot of us have trained our AI already to be whatever we need it to be, right? To like, kind of do the things that we wanted or needed to do. We've trained our AI inside of the agency to be angsty as hell. Like it comes up with stuff that we're just like, this is aggressive, like even for us. And like it's a lot, right? And it takes a lot for us to say something's aggressive. And we're just like looking at it, we're like, whoa, okay, crossing some lines there. All right, buddy. But like we see because it challenges us in the way that we needed to. So, is there something to be said for like the work that you're going to be doing with people? Like if somebody was to come in and work with you, is the way that you're going to train the AI, is it going to negate previous training of the AI that they've done before? Or is it like a replacement of it, or is it like an kind of like an add-on to it? Like how does that look?
No, it's an add-on. It's ever evolving. It's always continuously improving. What's great about what's in front of us right now, Suzanne, is that continuous improvement in personal growth and professional growth used to be optional just for the high achievers. Now it's mandatory. Like if you want to play the game, if you're in business, anybody listening to this, you have to lean into it, and AI is going to help you do it. So what we do is we build on top of it. We meet you exactly where you're at. And if you're already a proficient user or not brand new, whatever, we meet you where you're at and we help you put the building blocks on top to go even faster, leverage the power of AI even better. And literally every week, every month, there's new technologies, different tools are doing. So we are, as our team, are constantly experimenting. All the clients and coaches, consultants, everyone we're working with, they're constantly experimenting as well using our techniques and processes. So we build on what you already have. We don't throw it out and go somewhere else, but you're doing a lot of experimentation. On your own, you are going to be throwing out some stuff that you sort of outgrow over time because it's a continuous journey of improvement. And what's great about it is when you're very clear, I know you and your partner, everything you do tremendous work in helping organizations and your clients just get very clear and more optimized with their processes and procedures and the way they're engaging and their pricing, get confident in their pricing and charge enough for what they're doing. Everything that you do, you sprinkle AI in on top of that, and it just accelerates everything that you're working with your clients on. So then we can
Love
help
that.
accelerate all that.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, honestly, sold, right? Like this is great. I mean, AI is going to take over whether or not we like it. And it's more about learning how to utilize it for your benefit instead of being angry for what it's doing, right? So,
Yeah.
but I absolutely love this. So you have an amazing free gift, and I would love for you to share with our audience on what it is that you have for that free gift because honestly, we're joining. So think everybody else should know about it too.
Yeah, that's great, Suzanne. Yeah, so we have a community that we built, and initially it was just engaging with a lot of clients, but like I said, we want to be able to be there with you, and things are constantly changing. And a lot of times, clients we had a year ago are like, "Well, hey, what's going on right now with AI? How can you help me keep going?" That's why we launched a community recently. So we call it the AI Accelerator community, and the purpose of that community is to stay engaged with us. You have direct access to me and my team every single week. We have a whole bunch of aspects to it. We have a WhatsApp group now. We have a community platform. You get access to a lot of the training materials that we've already gone through. So if you want to do some self-study and do some of that, you get discounts on our programs for those things. But what I think is the most valuable thing, Suzanne, is you're getting plugged into me and our network on a weekly basis. We have one live call every week that we're doing where you can we can have a conversation. We can say, okay, hey, I'm doing this with AI. How can I do it better? And then I can do demonstrations. I can show things. We bring other experts in with AI, cutting edge tools, techniques, processes, things like this. So you stay in the game on all this, and plus you're meeting a lot of other people from other businesses, other companies, and things like that. Because it's a way to network and work together and leverage the strength of a group in the community and that group energy that we've all seen happen when you're in a group environment. There's just a lot of learning that you can get from each other. And that's why a lot of what we do in the community is we talk with each of the people about what is most important to them. We're constantly evolving and growing and expanding our community, our offering, and everything that we're doing. So, what the offer is, we have our community itself. We charge $100 a month for the community. We're doing 3 months for free for the community, and that's our special offer. The special keyword, you want me to say the word? So the keyword that we have for this getting this offer is community. So if you type in community, we'll get you access to what you need. You'll get 3 months free into that community. You come in as our guest, and again, leverage our team, the materials to help you take your AI game to the next level.
That is an amazing gift. Like we're excited to be in that community as well because honestly, we know not only does it help us, but it helps our clients, and that is just massive for us. So remember, everybody, the word is community. You want access to this community free for 3 months, which is crazy, crazy. We're going to yell at you for giving away your such a wonderful gift. But community is the word to drop in the comments below. And then Matt and his team are going to reach out to you and get you access to that link. Okay. So community in the comments below, and Matt and his team will reach out to you and get you access to that. Matt, thank you so much again. This was fantastic. Always love conversations with you, especially because like you get my brain going on AI when I'm sitting here like still in the mindset of like, I don't want my life to turn into iRobot. Like, how do we do that? Like, I still say please and thank you to my AI because I'm like, just in
Same,
case, right?
same.
It's important.
It is.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again, Matt, and we'll see everybody next time. Bye for now.